It sounds like right out of college you were in more of a leadership role. Can you talk about how that affected your relationships within the chorus? You're probably the same age or younger than some of the people you're working with, yet first job out of college, you're the adult or one of the adults in the room, as opposed to just being, a free-flowing performer jumping from job to job.
There are different moments in life where you do understand that you're kind of the adult in the room. That's the role that you play. That's what that's your lot. That's where you are. One of the challenges of my being dean at CCM, because I'm also an alum of CCM, I work with some faculty who were my teachers when I was in grad school. And I work with some faculty who were my students when I was a graduate teaching assistant. It's a very interesting dynamic to me, for me to have people at both ends of the career spectrum. Some my former teachers, some my former students. But I will always remember this moment when I thought to myself, wow, you're the dean of CCM. It was in May of 2019. It was the moment right before CCM graduation began. I was concluding my first year as dean. I was standing with the CCM faculty in the lobby outside Corbett Auditorium. We were all dressed in academic regalia, wearing colorful robes and velvet stoles and these sort of medieval-looking caps. We were waiting to process into Corbett Auditorium to begin graduation. And I'm standing there, at the front of the line. I was listening to the processional music being played by the brass quintet. I looked around in the lobby at this sea of colleagues and students all ready for the moment to begin. Everybody was really excited. And I found myself tearing up because I realized that it was my moment too. That I was not only a graduate of this amazing place that is CCM, but that after a sort of long and winding road, I was the dean of CCM. And I just teared up at the sheer honor of being able to play that role and to move forward with this institution that I love so much. Every now and then, my wife and I have these wonderful conversations about work-life balance, which I think is a challenge for everybody in the arts. And I think it's a challenge for all of us because we realize that we live in two different worlds. We spend part of our lives in the 9-to-5 world. We have meetings and we pitch proposals for projects and we conduct business over lunch. And most of the people who live in the 9-to-5 world end their days at 5 or 6. But that's when we as artists step through this portal to the other world in which we live, and we spend our evenings in rehearsals and at table readings and editing and doing other things. And when you do that month after month after month and year after year, it can be incredibly rewarding when you look at what you've created and what you've accomplished. But it can also be incredibly hard. We talked earlier about health and wellness. It can be hard on you as a person. It can be hard physically and emotionally. And it can be really hard on relationships with friends and parents and children and partners. And I think it's one of the things that all of us as artists struggle with, maintaining a beneficial work-life balance.